My uncle destroyed my scholarship certificate at my graduation dinner. Real men don't need college, he said. I called his boss the next morning. I graduated top of my class with a full ride to Stanford. Engineering program. $280,000 total value. My parents were so proud they insisted on throwing a dinner to celebrate. Nothing fancy, just close family at our house. The guest list was small. My parents, my younger sister, my grandparents, and my mom's brother Troy. Looking back, inviting Troy was the first mistake. He showed up 20 minutes late, already half drunk, carrying a six-pack like this was some backyard barbecue instead of a graduation dinner. Troy's a factory supervisor at a manufacturing plant about 40 minutes outside the city. He's been there 15 years and never shuts up about it. Throughout dinner, he kept making comments. Little jabs at first. 4 years is a long time to not be earning real money. Then bigger ones. My crew makes 6 figures without fancy degrees, just hard work and common sense. I tried to ignore it. My dad kept changing the subject. My mom looked uncomfortable but didn't want to cause a scene. My grandpa finally told Troy to knock it off, but he just laughed and grabbed another beer. Then my mom brought out the framed scholarship certificate. She'd gotten it professionally done. Matted, nice wooden frame, the whole thing. She wanted to show it to my grandparents since they couldn't make it to the actual ceremony. She set it on the table and everyone leaned in to look. The Stanford seal, my name, the full scholarship details. My grandma started tearing up. My sister took a picture. Before I could even touch it, Troy reached across the table and snatched it up. "Let me see this participation trophy," he said, holding it at arm's length and squinting at it like he was examining a fake ID. My dad's voice went flat. "Troy, give it back." Troy ignored him. "Stanford? That's in California, right? They'll brainwash you into some liberal snowflake who's afraid of dirt." I felt my face getting hot. My mom stood up. "Troy, please, just give it back." He looked at me with this smug grin. "You know what your problem is? You think you're better than everyone else now. You think this piece of paper makes you special." Then he ripped it, clean in half, right down the middle. My mom gasped. My sister yelled, "What the hell?" Troy wasn't done. He ripped it again and again. Quarters, then smaller pieces, confetti-sized, letting them flutter onto the table like snow. "There," he said, brushing his hands together. "Did you a favor, kid. Now you can skip the brainwashing and get a real job. Maybe I can get you on at the plant. Start you at $18 an hour." The room was dead silent except for my mom crying. My grandpa looked like he was about to have a stroke. My dad just stared at the pile of shredded paper on the table. Troy grabbed his coat. "You'll thank me in 4 years when your buddies are drowning in debt and you're making real money." He walked out, just left, didn't apologize, didn't look back. I sat there staring at the confetti pieces of my scholarship certificate scattered across the dinner table. My mom kept apologizing like it was somehow her fault for inviting him. My dad was too angry to speak, but I wasn't angry. I was calm, weirdly calm. I pulled out my phone and Googled Troy's employer, Morrison Industrial Manufacturing. Big operation, actually. I clicked through to their website, found the corporate values page, and right there in bold text, "We believe in the power of education and continuous learning." I kept clicking, found their ethics hotline, found their anonymous reporting form. I filled it out carefully, explaining that a supervisor at their facility had publicly destroyed educational documents, promoted anti-education views, and bragged about recruiting high school graduates to avoid college. I included everything. His full name, his position, the date, what he said, what he did. I kept it factual. No emotion, just facts. I hit submit at 9:47 p.m. The next 2 weeks were quiet. Troy didn't call to apologize. My mom didn't mention him. Life went on. Then my dad called me, voice shaking. Morrison Industrial had demoted Troy, stripped his supervisor position, moved him back to the floor, and cut his pay by $8,000 a year. Stanford sent me a replacement certificate in 3 days.